A couple of weeks ago, I posted a Karen review that had to do with a Karen that wanted to go into a Sprouts farmer's market without a mask because she printed herself up some card that spewed some nonsense and had no relevancy anywhere on this planet. And she posted a video about it, whining and complaining and saying her rights were being violated simply because she did not understand her rights, and she doesn't understand that a private company also has rights. They have the right to require masks in their place of business. Now, whether you agree with that or not, that's a whole different story, but they have that right. You have a right not to wear a mask if you don't want to. However, that right ends where the threshold of that business begins. You see, your constitutional rights are an agreement between you and the government. They're not an agreement between you and private business, which is why whatever you print up on your cards or whatever piece of paper is completely irrelevant. So now we have a new set of Karens, or a Karen, and I don't know, is there like a term for a male Karen? Is it a Ken? We'll just make it a Ken. Maybe we can make that a thing. So we have a Ken and a Karen who went back to that same Sprouts to try and challenge the no mask policy, or the mask policy that Sprouts has put in order company-wide. It comes from the top. The CEO mandated that for all stores nationwide. So these two ding-dongs are making a Facebook Live video going back to that same Sprouts to challenge that policy. And this time, they've brought a full-size sheet of paper with words on it. Not just a little card. They came ready for war. One letter size, full size, I don't know what the name of it, A7, whatever, sheet of paper to do battle against Sprouts and their mask policy. Let's see what's what.
Give it a minute. It's like that awkward, like, couple minutes.
Ring da ding ding dong. That's the official tune for Karens.
Sprouts. Fuck Sprouts.
Language, babe.
Did you hear what he said? He said, fuck Sprouts. And she's like, language, babe. We don't want people to think we're those kind of people, which would be better off if you were those kind of people rather than these kind of people. He clearly doesn't like Sprouts, which makes me wonder why he's even going there.
No, babe. The time for nice language and PC is done.
Hey guys. We are live here at Sprouts Farmers Market in, would this be Glendale or Peoria?
This is Glendale.
Glendale, Arizona. And this is the same store where a mom was escorted off the property for not wearing a mask by 3 police officers.
It wasn't just 3 police officers, it was 3 heavily armed police officers.
Excuse me.
It's not COVID, just a cough.
Yeah, not COVID, just a cough.
I'll take your word on it on the first one, but if you cough again, it's definitely COVID-19.
A mom by the name of Lana Lyon Durazio.
Lion. What an appropriate name for her.
Was escorted off the property for not wearing a mask.
That's the second cough. You definitely have the COVID-19.
We are going back to challenge it, and Mike has some information that he printed up that he's prepared to
I printed them some little talking points.
Ooh, there's that piece of paper that I mentioned earlier. They didn't come with some measly, dinky little card like Lana Lyon Bazuzio did. They got a full sheet of paper, and it's been printed out. I wonder on what kind of printer. I bet it was the cheapest printer they could find.
Since none of these businesses seem to have actually read the mandate.
right.
Well, Ken, the thing is, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, the governor's mandate is completely irrelevant. A private business can make their own mandates for their own stores as they are private entities, and they can say we require masks if you want to come into our store and shop or steal. Whatever you're there to do, you have to do it while you're wearing a mask. It's the same you see in all stores and convenience stores. No shirt, no shoes, no service. It's the same with the mask. They have the right to do that. So the governor's mandate, the governor didn't mandate businesses need to have customers and whoever employees wear a mask. It has nothing to do with the governor. In fact, it has nothing to do with the government. And that's what these two ding-dongs failed to realize. And they could have spent this time on a computer at home researching this, but instead they spent it typing out some letter with who knows what on there, drove all the way to a store that they don't even like because they said fuck Sprouts, just to make this video to prove that they're what? Not intelligent?
We know that from confronting several of them, and we've straight up asked them, have you read it? And they said, well, no, but I know it says this. Well, no, it doesn't say that. So we're here to show them what it says.
Yeah, you show them that piece of paper, and then they'll show you their piece of paper that came from the CEO that says everybody coming into the store must wear a mask, and then bam! Your piece of paper is no longer relevant. And I bet their piece of paper is printed on even nicer paper, and it has a nicer font.
So let's see if we will also be escorted out by police for not wearing a mask. Yeah, going coughing.
You know what I noticed?
I hope so. And I'm not even a fan of the police. In fact, I don't like them. But I don't like you just as much as I don't like them. So I like when two things I don't like collide together and just...
Does the mask mandate actually say where on your face you have to wear it?
No, it probably does not, because there's a general assumption that when they say face mask, they hope that people have just enough intellect to know that it goes over your mouth like so. And you're clearly demonstrating with your lack of intellect that they should specify where that goes. This guy is the reason there are warning labels on things like chainsaws that say, don't put this on your genitals. And he did, and then he sues the manufacturer and says, well, nowhere in this instruction booklet did it say I shouldn't put this chainsaw on my genitals.
I don't know. I didn't.
I don't think it does. I mean, could I put like that little shitty cotton medical mask on my forehead?
Of course you could, and you should. But it's still not going to get you into the store.
Yeah, or
No,
maybe
okay,
like
well, it's part of my face. It's
a
part of my
Band-Aid.
face.
It just says face covering.
It's just face covering. How about this?
That's brilliant. But what both of you should do is take some duct tape, and I mean proper duct tape, like Gorilla Glue duct tape, and tape it around your mouth like, I don't know, 50 or 60 times, and then just leave it there permanently.
Does that work?
You can try it. So
You know what I
we're
wanna
gonna
do?
try. We're
How
gonna
about
try
a-
no mask.
How about a beekeeper outfit?
Come on, babe. Let's go. I'm gonna go eat.
I'm gonna go.
So we're gonna go in. I'm not buying anything, by the way.
Sucks.
All right, hold on. Oh, and we have these too. Where'd we get these, babe?
Oh! The piece of paper wasn't a secret weapon. It's that plastic card, and it's bigger than Lana Lyre's plastic card, and it's on a lanyard. Shit is about to go down and get very, very real.
We got those from the websites on the bottom.
Yeah, it says no mask.
Ooh, it says no mask. That right there is the magnum opus of their entire adventure.
Yeah, it's citizensforfreespeech.org.
Citizensforfreespeech.org.
Citizens for Free Speech. I think you guys are on two different topics here because... Just what? I'm trying to understand what these ding-dongs are even on about. So their little lanyard plastic thing is from Citizens for Free Speech, and so they're gonna go inside, told to get out, and they're gonna like helicopter spin that plastic card on the lanyard, and Donald Trump is gonna appear and post a tweet and then ban TikTok. And that's how it makes sense.
So hang on. We are at Sprouts on 67th and
Sprouts?
I don't know. Can we carry in
want to get
Sprouts?
booted for carrying, then they use that as an excuse.
Oh god dang it! All right, take the gun off.
I'm gonna conceal mine.
I can't conceal mine.
I'll take mine off.
Yeah, you should probably leave your guns behind, because if Sprouts does call the... Actually, keep the guns on you, because if the cops show up and they see you're strapped, then you're going to have a really brilliant video. And I haven't watched the rest of this. I'm watching this for the first time for initial reaction, so I hope I see a shootout.
Hold on, guys. 2 seconds. Regroup. Okay.
Oh, come on! You got your piece of paper, you got your plastic card on the lanyard. How unprepared can you be? Get your stuff together. Jeez, Ken and Karen. My light just went out. All right, we're just gonna have to finish it without the light, but we will get through this.
That way
Okay.
they can't see
We
anything.
good. All right, here we go. Looks like they've got somebody at the door.
They already have a door greeter
They do.
with a mask on.
Yep.
Being
Ooh,
sheep.
sounds scary. Yeah, we are at Sprouts on 67th Avenue in Deer Valley. Yes. Yeah, I know. Hello. Oh no, we're exempt. Sorry.
Ooh, just like Lana Liar Gabuskabo, or whatever her name was, they are also exempt. And by exempt, they mean we have no idea what's going on or what we're talking about.
Oh, we just need to grab milk, but we're exempt.
Oh, there it is. She showed the little blue card on the lanyard. See, Lana Liar Gabuskabo, she didn't have a lanyard, and her card wasn't as big. So clearly, they are one up on this one, and I think they're gonna get somewhere.
From the mandate. Sorry. We're exempt from the mandate.
I mean, we're requiring everyone to wear it. Like, even people who work there.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you with the mask on your face.
We're requiring everyone to wear one, even if you're exempt.
But we're exempt.
That's
We
against
can't
the
wear
law.
it.
Sprouts, your problem is you're putting teenage girls in the front of the store to deal with these maniacs. And shame on you for that. Listen, I live pretty close to a Sprouts, and I will gladly work full-time sitting at that front door dealing with these dickheads, but not as an employee. I'm just like a freelancer, right? I sit in front of the store, you don't call the cops to have me removed, and I will talk to these people. Don't put some teenage girl in front of the store, or even a teenage boy in front of the store to deal with these losers. That's not the place for them to be doing that. You can tell how clearly intimidated she feels, because these two do look like crazed maniacs. Come on, Sprouts. You need to do better than that. You need to hire some guy that's like completely shredded, roid raging and all that, and have that guy enforce your mask policy. Not some teenage girl who's just trying to make some extra cash so she could go with her friends to White Castle and smoke pot.
No, we can, it's private property.
It doesn't matter. It's against the law.
It's ADA.
Here's the ADA guidelines. At the bottom right here, you might want to read those.
ADA guidelines? What? The only ADA I know is the American Dental Association. Is that what he's... Hold on, I gotta Google this. I just Google searched ADA. Oh, Americans with Disabilities Act. Well, voluntary mental disabilities do not count. That's all they got on their printed page. I'm very disappointed. I thought they'd really have something with gusto on there, but just something. Listen, as long as they accommodate you somehow with curbside pickup or home delivery, they're not in violation of anything.
Let me grab my manager.
Okay.
Go
Thank
for
you.
it.
Love how she took her mask off love how she took the mask off to explain that, don't you?
Yeah, Karen, she took her mask off because you said you couldn't hear or understand her, even though I'm sure you could just fine, because I certainly did, even though I'm watching this on your crappy live stream video with poor audio. I still understood her. So there's no reason that you couldn't, unless you just got cotton balls in your ears or something like that. And I also like how the girl said, I'll get the manager. Karen didn't even have to ask, because this girl knew that's what was coming next.
So babe, let's walk in. Come on.
No, let's wait out here for the manager.
I say let's walk in.
Oh boy, they're gonna have a disagreement. She said, let's walk in. He said, let's wait for the manager. And did you see the way her vibrance just dropped because he didn't have her back? He wasn't like, yeah, babe, let's walk in there.
Look, they even have some ADA guidelines right there about service animals.
Yeah.
But look at, they say no photography or videography in the store, so stay out here.
Okay.
Then they can't screw with you.
Yeah, they have ADA guidelines for service animals, so unless you consider your wife a service animal, it doesn't count. And even still, if she was your service animal, you still gotta wear a mask, Ken.
See, look, guys. That is a very aggressive door.
I know.
Line begins here.
I think that fan is a health code violation.
Oh, his expertise tells us that he thinks that fan is a health code violation. Ooh, Sprouts, you're in trouble now. He's gonna call the FCC and tattletale on you.
Yeah. Hi! Well, we're exempt from the mask, so I'm just concerned why we're violating ADA rules and guidelines.
Well, we do have other options for you to use. You can do your curbside pickup, or if you have a face shield.
I couldn't exactly make out what the manager said, but the little tidbit I heard, we have curbside pickup. You see, as long as they accommodate you, Ken and Karen, there is no ADA violation. You could have found that out if you spent some time on the internet somewhere other than AZ Patriots, surrounded by people as equally as inept as yourselves.
What kind of face shield?
One that goes around your head and goes like that. You don't have to wear a mask.
What kind of face shield? You have to explain these things to these people like they are 5. And not just 5, but 5 and just got hit in the head with a shovel about 30 times. Better yet, get a clean piece of paper and a crayon and draw them a diagram, and maybe that will get through to them somehow.
But we do need to have some sort of protection in order to go inside the building.
Like that?
No.
How about this? This has the ADA guidelines on the back too, if you want to read them. It says I don't have to wear a mask
It really says we
Or
don't
or
have to
cover
wear
my
masks.
face at all.
Right.
But you're still a business that does business according to ADA's guidelines.
Well, here you
right?
go.
I'll trade you. I'll trade you that. You guys should.
Oh, I totally called that. She gave him the piece of paper that says, here's what our CEO said, and then he gave her his piece of paper. Oh, man. Oh, boy.
Read up on that, because there's going to be a fine coming this store's way. And the next time we come back without a mask, that fine is going to double.
They're going to fine the store, and when they come back, the fine's going to... Who's this fine going to come from? Like, what are you dorks even talking about? These people... Man, you know what? These are the kinds of people why aliens do not contact humans. These are the people why. They found us a long time ago, and they listened in for about 2.5 minutes, and they said, nope, never mind.
And then it's going to double again.
Because you have something on your...
We are going to come here until we can shop without masks on, because we are not required to wear them by law. A mandate is not a law. You guys don't even have to follow a mandate. It's not a law.
I don't know why it's so difficult to understand that a private business can set their own policies and customers have to abide by them. If you don't want to abide by them, you go somewhere else. Why do these things have to be explained to grown adults like they are 5?
And they can't do anything to your business for it. So you might want to check with your corporate on that also.
Oh man, corporate is the one that sets these policies. They think like these individual stores are doing what they please and how they please willy-nilly. It's the corporate top people, the CEO, that set these policies, and the stores are following them.
That I know.
Are all the stores doing this?
They are like that. And when you're medically exempt, you don't have to cover your face and everything.
Do you normally discriminate against people with medical conditions?
Pray tell, what is your medical condition? Or are you going to take a Lana Liar Bazabuzio approach and say, I don't have to tell you what my medical condition is, I just have one? Mm-hmm.
No? So if I had...
I mean, but here's what it would be equal to. It would literally be equal to somebody coming in here with a wheelchair and you not having a handicapped accessible bathroom for them to use and telling them, oh, well, too bad, go next door and use their bathroom because they have it.
No, Ken, that would not be the same thing, because in that instance, the person in the wheelchair is not being accommodated, which they have to by ADA guidelines. The store is still willing to accommodate you with curbside pickup. They will have somebody bring out the milk that you so desperately need to your car. All you have to do is park by the curb. And I'm sure even somebody like you can manage relatively okay to park your vehicle by the curb, where one of these wonderful Sprouts employees will bring your milk out to you. You see the difference? You're still being accommodated. The comparison you're trying to make is just imaginary in your head. It wouldn't be the same thing.
You can't violate them based on a health condition, based on a medical condition.
Or the broken foot.
Anything.
This is the way that we're going, and then that's how we're going to comply with the proclamation that we're doing.
It's a proclamation now.
Ooh, it's a proclamation now. That sounds serious. Before it was just, we're whining, bitching, and complaining, but now it's a proclamation. Just looking at that poor manager, I feel like she wants to, more than anything in this life, to backhand each of them. And if she randomly just did that, oh man, I would drive down to that store and give her $500.
Proclamation.
I don't know.
It's a mandate.
Right.
It's not a law.
It's a proclamation. It's a mandate. It's not a law. They're clearly clueless about anything that's going on around them.
Right. So they're choosing
The mayor of
to
Glendale
discriminate.
put it in place because
Right.
Dixie left it up to the mayor. The mayor can't make a law.
So they're discriminating against
So-
people that can't put a face mask on.
Right.
They're not allowed to come
Correct.
in the store.
Correct.
Ah, now we're getting to the meat of the problem. They're discriminating against people who can't put a face mask on. So what she's saying is that she's physically incapable of taking something as simple as a mask and putting it on because it's just too complex for her. Well, I'm going to help you out, Ken and Karen. It's so easy. Watch this. Ken and Karen, this is a mask that it doesn't go on your forehead. It doesn't go on top of your head. It's to go in front of your mouth. You guys seemed a little confused about where these things go, and they definitely don't go between your butt cheeks. That's not the place for them. But they come in different colors, slightly different shapes, different sizes, but overall, they have the main body over here, and each side has a loop like so, right? And you know what these, watch the magic of these loops. Watch closely. Here's the loop, one on each side. Watch this. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take these loops, right? You're going to put this over your mouth. Now, you might not be able to hear what I'm saying because the face mask is covering and you're apparently hard of hearing. You take this loop, right, and loop it slowly over your ear. I got earrings, don't worry, not a problem. It'll still go on just fine. All right, we got one on. We're halfway there. I have faith in you. I believe you can get that mask on your face. So here we go. You see this? The other one's on here just the same way as the other one. I also got earrings here, not a problem. Look at that. It is that easy to put a face mask on your face. It's not difficult at all. And you can even get a cool one with like a crazy demon skull on there. I have that on there so people know how much of a badass I am. You can do it!
Okay.
Like all the other ones we've been to.
Right.
So
Okay.
We
We'll
will
put
contact
Sprouts on the list.
the ADA and have a good...
Oh, they're going to put Sprouts on the list for people that are going to get fined by, I don't know who, but they're on the list. You're on the list, Sprouts. And those two girls that had to deal with these two baboons, you should give them a raise, like $20 an hour forever.
Yeah. So what would happen if I went in to buy a bottle of milk?
You just had a drawn-out conversation with this woman, with this girl, and all of a sudden you're claiming you can't understand her because she's got a mask on? You just sat there for several minutes talking to her, and she had her mask on. You heard her then just fine. And the door is triggering you? If you're getting triggered by a loud door, you should probably just stay at home, because in this world, there are a lot of loud noises. Never, and I mean ever, go to a truck stop, because truck stops are extremely loud. I'm in one right now, and it is quite loud. But fortunately, I have good audio editing software that lets me take all of that background noise out, so all you do is hear me, even if I have a mask on. Or not.
They'd call the cops, okay. Yeah, we can't hear you with one, the mask on your face, and two, your very aggressive door is triggering me.
I don't know, Karen. I seem to be hearing everything just fine despite the crappy audio from your recorded video on Facebook Live. I hear everything just fine.
Okay. Nobody can hear anything. I know. So there you have it, guys.
So it's right there on camera.
It is a control thing. She took her mask off to tell me I had to put a mask on.
Yeah, she did, only because you said you couldn't understand her, even though I could understand her. And you're way closer to her than I was. I was listening through your poor audio quality with wind noise and everything, so you're just voluntarily choosing to act like you couldn't understand her because you're so anti-mask. It's not about control. If it was about control, you walk out of your front door and you get tackled by a cop because you're not wearing a face mask, and then they shoot you in the kneecap and force one on your face. That's control. But you're the same as Lana Liar Bazabuzio, and you've never faced any sort of opposition in your life. You don't even know what it means to be opposed, and for the first time in your life, you're getting the slightest little opposition and you're having an emotional breakdown over it, to the point that you're getting triggered by a loud door. You should definitely see a psychiatrist.
Well, that I don't care about going in the store. What I needed was for her to deny letting me go into the store, because now I can send this video to the ADA.
So they didn't even need a bottle of milk. They didn't even need to go to the store. They didn't even want to go to the store. They just went there to try and prove some point that's born out of their lack of understanding of anything. And yeah, send that video to the ADA, and you know what they're going to tell you? They tried to accommodate you with curbside pickup and you denied it. Therefore, your claim is irrelevant and you are a dumbass.
And this will be the first of many
guys, we gotta start pushing back.
that are going to get fined, and I'm not going to stop until they do. And anybody else who...
You guys have to stop complying with it.
They are not going to get fined at all. Not even a little bit.
Anybody
Stop
who complains
complaining.
about masks, but you still put them on,
Right.
take them off and push back. Otherwise, this shit gets worse and
Yep.
worse and worse.
Yep.
Because they've been given an inch and they're taking a mile.
They've been given an inch and they're taking a mile. It's a private business. Here's the beautiful thing about freedom, which I know you, Ken and Karen, know nothing about, is that you can voluntarily choose to do business with them or not. And you've admitted yourselves that you have no interest in going to Sprouts. You didn't even need a gallon of milk. You didn't need a bottle of milk. And you even said, fuck Sprouts. So clearly there is no problem here because you're trying to do business where you know you're going to find opposition. You're going to look for snakes just to find them, but you don't really need them. You're looking for a problem. You're looking for conflict. And then you find it and you say, oh my God, look what's happening. They're going to put us in the FEMA camps really soon. And the real kicker is if they don't make masks mandatory in the FEMA camps. Woo-hoo.
Yep.
No more.
Oh yeah, and I'd like to know, where are the biohazard bins for the masks?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you're really concerned about the biohazard bins for the mask. That's not something that requires a biohazard bin, you ding dong.
Yeah, I know, me too.
And they don't provide you with a mask.
Why would they offer you a mask when you're clearly intent on not wearing one? And for the record, I know personally that Sprouts does offer masks for people that don't have them. But if you would have shut your yap just for 15 seconds and not come up there like a complete twat, yes, they would have offered you a mask.
So there you have it, guys. I'm gonna stop you at the front door.
Here's the thing about the mask too. When they go from, say, if she came out of her office, right? Maybe there were some employees in the break room, whatever. She goes into that break room with a mask on and then goes onto the floor or the store. She needs to change that mask.
Yep.
That mask is contaminated already.
Contaminated by what are you people even talking about? Clearly and abundantly clueless just about everything.
So if she caught something in that mask in her break room and took it to the
the girl
floor,
that took her mask off when she spoke to us.
right, hers is now contaminated because she touched it. She needs to change that mask.
Should we go back and tell her?
And she
Oh yeah, definitely go back and tell her. That will really make you seem like a total Looney Tune. Hey, by the way! Jeez, man, these people are obnoxiously ridiculous.
won't. No, she'll find out. She'll absolutely find out.
So guys, we need to challenge all of these. We
All
went
of
to
them.
Jack in the Box the other night, and you know, well, it's 17-year-old punk. You can't come in without a mask, and we said, yes, we can. So you know, I wasn't ready to go to jail tonight. I got dinner in the oven. But we just wanted to hop up here because we're in the neighborhood.
Did you put that in the oven?
And
Damn, I'm still getting in and out. I don't care.
no, babe, we're not having in and
I'm
out.
getting in and out. I haven't had in and out in a minute. Tell her we're getting in and out.
No,
Everybody
he
on
needs to
that
eat
line.
better.
In and out's not terrible.
He needs to eat better.
It ain't McDonald's.
In and Out is highly overrated.
All right, guys, push back. Love you. Stand strong. Keep fighting. Keep pushing back. Do not comply. This is not the new norm. Scary times.
If more people don't push back, this is going to be the new
Right.
norm. We're going to live like people in China do when they wear masks for pollution all the time.
Right.
People in China wear masks all the time because there is a lot of pollution, and that's not really what's going on here. But I understand you lack the intellect to understand that simple concept.
I'm not doing it.
Nope. All right, guys. Love you guys.
Aw, I love you too! Thank you so much for doing this and providing me with the material to make this video. I love reviewing you Kens and Karens with your idiocy and lack of intellect and lack of understanding about anything that's going on around you and the issues at hand. And believe me, I'm not a pro-mask person. I don't think they should be mandated anywhere, but I also understand that businesses have rights just as you do. Nobody's forcing you to wear a mask. Being forced to means somebody physically holds you down and puts it on your face. A private business doesn't have to comply with your imagined demands and indiscretions, because that's all they are. They are imagined. They don't exist in the real world. So all you Kens and Karens, you keep on keeping on, and if you ever see Karen, Lane, Lion, blah, blah, blue, zuzuzio, tell her I said hi, and hopefully you guys see this video, and hopefully it triggers you just as that loud door did. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next one very soon.